Hi, this is Ricky San. I'm a Pi consultant. In this video, I want to share with you a challenge that I recently faced with a client, and he has BT SCADA. And my project is pretty simple. I set up interface, collect the data from not from BT, but VG SCADA OPC server, and then send it to Pi system, and then help them create the tags and if it collect data. When I start the project, I ask them what account do they use, give me an account that has permission to the VT SCADA. And then I use it in the Pi interface, set it as a service account, and then start the interface. And then I was like, the project is done, right? After, if data flow, everything it becomes simple. But what I didn't know is it doesn't work, right? If the event viewer show DCOM issue, that's normal. I pull out the Pi OPC DCOM. I think it's called DCOM for Pi OPC server, and usually it works. And then I pull it out, I configure the BT SCADA OPC server as that configuration. It doesn't work, and then I grind. I thought maybe I change something different, but the manual is simple, so it's not that much to follow. But there is a bunch of configuration to change, so it doesn't work. Grind, and then I said, "Oh God, I couldn't figure it out. Sorry. Let's find out the next day." And then after we hang up, I guess we got up the remote session. I tell my customer, hey, we forgot to restart the machine. If we don't restart, so that's the thing, that's the important point I want to share. You have to restart for the DCOM setting to take effect. So next day, helping the customer make sure that the DCOM settings are good, and then restart, look at the interface. It's still not working. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Grind just waste time. Yeah, I just spend most of the day without the meetings helping him grind, and then hopefully something is gonna work, right? Something like Angel just come or something. It doesn't work. So I said to my client, maybe we need to have someone from BT SCADA to look at this, because I couldn't figure it out. I think I'm being very honest. I tell him this is something I couldn't figure out because I'm not a VT SCADA expert. And we work with SCADA expert to figure things out. The third day, I suggest him to use Afifa tech support. So I call Afifa Pi tech support and then show her the problem, and then just go through everything that I see. The tech support engineer was very clear on what she see. Go for the troubleshooting steps. Actually, she showed me an article that I never see. So that's kind of a new input to me. Pretty decent, right? I thought oh my God, I'm so calm when I got her. Because, sometimes we could get someone that's no good. Much calmer when she got into the call helping us, and then she go for all these steps, and then at the end of the day, no working. But she said the next step is to find VT SCADA person to figure that out, because this is something that beyond our expert. I'm no different than Afifa Pi tech support in a sense. And because I don't know, I'm not an expert of VT SCADA, although we touch it, but we don't know all these things around it. We are service level people. The fourth time we got on the call, because my client said, oh, we have an VT SCADA expert look at it, and it was able to reset the DCOM settings and also do the recommended settings on the VT SCADA to get the OPC server working. And then everything is working. I'm like, oh, I got a call, and then I got someone there, and then figure that out. And then when I got in, all I did is restart the interface, everything working. that's the third thing I want to highlight is if you are not an expert on the SCADA system or the Pi system, you could take a lot of time to grind. You grind until it works. You can create a lot of frustration, just waste time, right? For myself, I waste my time because I charge my client flat rate. And I feel like there was a moment I was like, fuck, maybe I couldn't help this customer and I have to tell him, you might need to find someone because I couldn't figure it out. Even though we got the PO and all that, it doesn't matter. I'm not the best person to help him, right? But in his case, he have the VT SCADA engineer and very good as he might be also very good at VT SCADA, but better than me because he touch it all the time, versus we are not. The interface was able to collect data, and then we move on project. That's kind of the experience I recently encountered. Didn't expect too much trouble when I set up this Pi interface, but it wasted so much time. I have to tell my client, hey, before coming in, we have to figure that OPC server and OPC client. There will be DCOM issue at the beginning, and if I don't tell them this problem will come up, I will be the person who take on the frustration to get it working. So that's my lesson learned, and thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. I'll see you next week. Bye.